you guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, this is Zelda and I, our last show of the season. Very sad, very unfortunate, but I'm super excited for it. A little nervous, but definitely not as nervous as I was at the last show. So hopefully it'll be okay. It is supposed to be a really big show, so I'm not expecting much. I'm not going in like with hopes high or anything like that. I just want to try and have fun and try my best because, you know, that's what it should be. It shouldn't be a big competition thing. Like, honestly, I'm just ready to have fun. So it's kind of early now. I was literally up the entire night. So I have all my clean tack in the house. I have the bridle, my clean tack. I'm not going to list them all. My brain is not working today. But anyway, that is what's happening today. I'm about to head to the barn to get Zelda all ready. And then, yeah, we're gonna show. So make sure you guys like this video, and if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. Okay, well, let's get into this video. Okay guys, so we are here at the barn. I am just about to go get ready. I have my warm-up in just a few minutes, so I'm gonna go get my stuff on, and then I will be riding. So let's go. Okay you guys, so I just finished my warm-up. Zelda is very speedy today. I haven't dealt with her being speedy since winter time, and then I haven't ridden outside almost all year. I only rode outside like 2 or 3 times, so I haven't had much practice outside. Our warm-up was interesting. So we had this jump. It was about 5 strides. 2 jumps were like 5 strides apart. The first jump I got left behind and like my reins slid out of my hands, and then she started like swerving and then didn't take the jump and then like bolted and then like started bucking, and I got like onto her neck and then she dove and like I fell. I don't know what happened. It all just happened so fast. So yeah, so I fell off in my warm-up, but it was all okay and it should be fine. But we'll see how riding goes. But I get on in a few minutes, so let's go. Okay, so this is a really random break, but literally right here, Zelda stopped and pooped right in front of the judge. The judge is literally right under that tent. But anyway, I was really frustrated with her because it was literally right in front of the judge. It was like as soon as they were about to ask for the canter, so we broke stride, and there wasn't much getting away from it. So that didn't go too well for us. But anyway, I'll let you guys finish watching the flat class. Okay, so I just finished riding. It was decent. It was okay. Okay, so there's a lot I'm gonna have to talk about. So I'm gonna talk about that once I get home, and I'll show you guys my ribbons and stuff like that. But I will, there's a lot, there's a lot I want to say. So let's go on and head home, and then I will let you guys know what I got and what all happened, and then we'll hang my new ribbons on the wall. If I got any ribbons. Y'all don't know yet. Okay, fine, I got ribbons. I kind of already gave that away. But yeah, I got some ribbons, so we're gonna hang those on the wall, but I'm gonna head home. So then I'll let you guys a little update on how the show went. It was definitely interesting, definitely interesting. My riding hasn't been super great lately. I've been struggling right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and go home, and then I will talk to you guys about how the show went. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the show. It's literally like 10 o'clock. It's past 10 right now. The show did not end at 10. It ended around 6. I just had a lot to do after the show, so I didn't get around to filming this until 10. So basically the warm-up. I'm not really sure how to explain it, because it wasn't caught on camera or anything. Really disappointing, because that would have been funny. And I was on the horse, so it always feels different on the horse than what actually happens. So she was acting weird today. Like, Zelda was kind of on the faster side, especially in her warm-up. In our actual classes, she was lazy. But in our warm-up, she was like acting really weird, and she was like really fast. And then, like, she had a little bit of an attitude today. She never has an attitude. And I was a little nervous, so I'm sure that didn't help her. Like, for the past 3 or 4 weeks, my riding has just not been great. And she was taking long spots. She never takes long spots. So I kept getting left behind. Well, there's this one jump that she took a long spot on, and I got left behind. Like, I let go of my reins. But all I know is that she started running, and then she bucked, and she bucked. It was like the smallest. It wasn't super small. It was like a decent sized buck from what I heard. But for Zelda, like, whoa, she bucked. That's only the second time she's ever bucked with me. But the first time, it was like 0 effort was put into that buck. But yeah, so she bucked, and she was like, I had no reins. And with me having no reins, I fell onto her neck, and she starts hopping. And, like, I get farther and farther up her neck, and for some reason, I didn't fall. Like, I was literally on top of her head, and I didn't fall. And she kept running, and I think me being on top of her head like that, like, scared her. She started freaking out and ran faster, and ran straight towards the door, because, you know, where else is Zelda gonna go? And then, like, I kind of, like, slipped off. Like, it wasn't even, like, I don't know. It was a really odd fall. Okay. Sorry, changed locations. I landed on my feet in a very odd position. Like, I'm not kidding. I was like I don't even know how to describe it. Like, my legs were like spread apart, like, and I landed on my feet. I looked like a surfer. And like I almost fell on my butt, but I caught my balance. Yeah, and then I got back on and I took her over the jumps and they did not look pretty. Not pretty at all. I don't know what was up with her or what was up with me, really. But then, yeah, so I fell off in my warm-up, so I was incredibly nervous. For flat class, we got 6th then. There were 6 people. I got last. I was honestly quite disappointed at this because I'm not saying I don't want you guys to take this the wrong way, but like Zelda and I usually do really good in flat classes. I'm not saying I was expecting anything, but I was expecting better. Like, we didn't look bad, but like the judge asked us to trot. And as soon as I asked her to trot, she stopped and pooped right in front of the judge. So, you know, whenever something like that happens, like, and like we literally stood there until she was done pooping. And I was so like, oh my gosh, why? So we got last in our flat class. The rest of everything looked great, but I got last, and I was told it was because Zelda decided to poop right in front of the judge, and the judge laughed about it because, you know, oh, how inconvenient, right in front of the judge as soon as she asks to trot. But, you know, whatever. Whatever. Actually not quite sure why else we got last, but I was told that was the major reason. We also had some pretty decent competition, like really pretty good competition. But then my first jumping round, the beginning was rough. She would like try to sneak the reins out of my hands by sticking her nose straight down to the ground, and then she would sneeze and put her nose all the way down to try to get me to like, hey, I'm sneezing, so drop your reins so I can sneeze. So that was rough, and that was at the beginning of our course. And the course didn't look bad. It really wasn't too bad. We ended up getting, I think, 4th. So that was decent. I definitely thought I was gonna get like 5th or 6th. So 4th, I know that's just one higher than 5th, but like still, I was not expecting that one. Most of our jumps were awkward. We had one line, I mean, was amazing. Apart from that line, most of our other jumps, like we had like one jump every once in a while that was good, but then most of our other jumps were like a little awkward. We didn't miss any, and that is the good thing about this show, is the entire show, we didn't miss any, and that's all I wanted for one show this season, was to not miss any jumps. And this is the last show of the season, so I'm so glad that we did not miss a jump. Even our second course, we didn't miss a jump. So I went one show without missing a jump at all. But anyway, our second course was so much better than our first one, like so smooth. It was amazing. We only had one awkward jump, like not bad at all. It was such a smooth course. I was super happy with it. I ended up getting 1st in that one. So I was like, okay, usually I get 1st in the flat class. Like, I have not gotten, like, this entire show season, I never thought I would get 1st in a jumping round with the Zelda, because jumping is what we struggle with. So that was like really cool. And when I was told that, like I was really frustrated with my first course and my flat class and my warm-up, because those were not the best. So getting 1st in that other one, it was amazing. It was just really cool for that to happen. Our jumps were like literally, I don't want to say perfect because they weren't perfect. They're far from perfect, but they were like as close to perfect as I think we could have gotten that show. So that was really fun. I wish I got 2nd though. And I don't mean that in any way. Like, I'm not like upset, but I do wish I got 2nd. And my reason is because my goal for every show year is to get one of each ribbon. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. You know, and this year I've gotten a 1st, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. I didn't get a 2nd. I was like, oh darn, if I did a little worse, I would have gotten 2nd. But that's okay. But next year I am riding Zelda in 2-3, so that'll be definitely interesting. And maybe next year I'll be able to get one of each ribbon. Really disappointed that was the last show of the season, but I think we ended on a decent note. Oh yeah, I did get to meet someone. We technically met at like a few shows ago, but we literally said hi and then like left, and it was super awkward, and that was my fault, so sorry about that. And we took a picture together. It was super fun, but I met like 2 other people, so yeah, that was super fun. I got to meet some of my followers, so that's always really cool. Always makes my day. You guys don't know how much it means to me to meet you guys. Like, Oh my gosh, it means so much to me, so that was really fun. All that's left for me for this video is to hang up my ribbons, so let's go. So since I placed in every single round this show, I had to make room for my 3 new ribbons. So I ended the show year with 11 ribbons, and I was in a total of 12 classes, so there was only one time I did not place this entire season, and I was super surprised about that. But anyway, I think my ribbon wall looks super cute. It's definitely a lot more colors than I thought I would get this year. Okay, so that concludes today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had a good time with the show despite your little flaws. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like this video, and if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!